Hello everybody, I know it's been too long and I had promised 2 videos in July which was not possible, so I just wanted to come here and give you an update. So in July I finished my 2 internships and then I went for a short vacation with my family, which was so needed and it was amazing and it was wonderful. And the place that I went to was a beautiful country. I went to Thailand and it was such a sweet vacation. um so this video is basically about internships, because someone wanted to know about how internships work in law school and my experience so far. So basically, I'll tell you how it works in the college that I am in. You're supposed to do a mandatory service internship in your after your first year ends. And because we have like a semester system, some people tend to do a legal internship in their first semester and then they have to do a mandatory service internship in their second semester's end, that is their first year's end. So what I have done till now, because I had wait, there's a light. So because I had no much experience and I wanted to just be with my family after my first semester because I was really homesick, I had only interned for like a week, 2 weeks in at the Madras High Court, which was a good experience. I learned how proceedings work, and the advocate that I was under was basically my nanu's advocate, and he and his wife and their children used to take care of the firm. It was their own firm, and I learned about basic drafting, basic research, and the associates there, of course, were in their fifth year and much senior to me. So they taught me that. But I did not want to intern for more than like that short 10 days period, because I did not know much and it was just my first semester. Okay. So after that I interned in my second semester, which was a service internship. I interned at an non-profit organization, an NGO, which was the ISCI Foundation in Gwalior. Amazing experience. I never thought I was a NGO person, but I basically, what I did, there were like 4 initiatives mainly over there. First was STEM labs, which was in which we had to establish whole blown STEM labs in government schools, and we had to teach them about science and math concepts. So first, because I'm not from science background, but of course I've done basic science till 10th standard, the sir, he taught us about what to teach, and then we used to go to those government schools and we used to teach them about gravity, and we used to teach them about all these magnets and how north and south pole works, etc. These basic 8th standard. There's a spider in my room. Anyways, so we used to teach them about science and math basic concepts, and that was the first initiative. It was very fun and I loved, even though I really didn't like physics as a student in my school. It's so big, bro. What the hell, Sanjana is not cleaning only properly. Anyways, okay, so other than that, so that was very fun. I used to teach them, and like I have like this video clip on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn also, so you can go check it out if you want. Anyways, and then we used to have this that was the first initiative. The second initiative was Masi, which was, it's an abbreviation for something that I don't remember, but basically we used to go to Anganwadis and we used to distribute sanitary napkins, etc. And we used to take their blood tests, and we used to make sure the Anganwadis have all the vaccines, and then we used to get their vaccination and their kids' vaccination done. And we used to teach them about sanitary napkins and check their blood pressure and their height and weight. And I made like 2 really nice friends also over there in that internship, who were very sweet to me. Other than that, we also we used to go for cleaning drives at the fort. at the Gurdwara, etc. And we used to clean Gurdwara to name, but we used to go to the fort, and then we used to go to other small places, and we used to do cleaning drives. We used to pick up trash khud se, and it was very fun, very nice. And then the fourth initiative was plantation drive. So we used to go to schools, and we used to conduct whole plantation drives where we were digging up the soil and we were putting saplings in. So for 1 whole month I did that service internship, and that was extremely productive, and I really liked my experience there. So because it was my first year ending, so it's not compulsory to do a legal internship at all in your after your first semester. But now that I am seeing my juniors, they are doing it a lot, and even people in my batch did it. But I did an internship only for 2 weeks again in Gwalior, which was under a lawyer, and it was decent. I was reading files, etc. But again, I could not contribute much because I did not know drafting and research well at all. So 2 weeks that, and then the rest of the 2 weeks that I had, I used to go to my dad's office, and I used to sit with him, and I used to understand how the whole thing works at the factory and the office. So that was also nice. I went there for like a week, 10 days. That's how I spent my summer 2 months in Gwalior after my first year ended. Okay, so this was it. Legal internships, till now I have only like 3 weeks of experience, but it doesn't count really. But I just wanted to be in that environment for some time before I can actually go into my real internship, because it was not compulsory, so I was taking the legal internship part quite lightly. Then after my third semester, you're required to, not required to, it is what do you say, you're advised to, God, you're advised to start your legal internships. So I, in January, used to go to the Additional Advocate General's office in Gwalior, and I have a vlog also uploaded. So basically I used to go to the High Court in the morning, and then in the evening 7 to 10 I used to go to his office. So over there I used to read the case files and used to brief him and do some research work for him. And in the daytime I used to do court work, little help the clerk a little, and see how he talks to clients. Sorry friends, my storage is giving me some problem, so I had to delete a few apps. Anyways, so that was a good experience for me. 1 whole month over there in Gwalior, and I used to work for like 8 to 9 hours, which was decent, but it was extremely cold in January, so I used to go on the Activa, so it was very thing. But so that was also a good experience, but that was my first real legal internship where I did like a whole month. After that I had now after my third semester, my fourth semester ke baad I had to do an internship, but I did two. So I think in my college we're supposed to have a minimum of 21 days for it to be counted as an internship. So I wanted to do two. For this I wanted to do a corporate internship because I had interned under a lawyer by now, and I did not want to do a judicial internship at all because I knew that this is something that I for sure do not want to do. But regardless, from what my friends have told me, both my roommates who are also my best friends, they've told me that they both did a judicial internship in July. So they told me that even though they don't want to become a judge or like work under a judge, it was a very good experience because you could see the law function from a different lens. So if that's something that you would want to see, that how a judge thinks, because you work with the judge firsthand and you see how he makes decisions. So if you want to be a better lawyer, a better litigant, you should know how the judge thinks, and it's a good experience to have if you want to. So I would suggest you to do your judicial internship in your second year's end. By then you know how some research and drafting also, and then you can assist a judge better. So but I didn't want to do that, so that's that. So what I did was cold mail a shit ton of people, like a lot. I used to cold mail every day, and I used to beg HRs to give me a job. to give me an internship. And I cold mailed this one place called JCSS a lot, and then I kept cold mailing a lot, and I kept speaking to the HR and telling her that I'm very diligent and please I'll work hard, and even though I've just finished my second year and I'm going to enter my third year, I will do my best endeavor, because usually corporates do not take interns from the third year. They only want fourth years and above. But if you like really, either you go through connections, which I did not want to go through, and honestly I didn't have any connections in corporate also except for one, but I did not know about that. But I did not go through any connection. I cold mailed the HR, and I got into JCSS, which is the consultancy firm, LLP, and it is in Pune. I wanted to do it in Pune because I have my house here, and I did not want to go to Gwalior because, bro, once you go back home, you fly like anything, and then you have your mummy giving you food, and you have your papa taking you around, picking you on. That's not cool. I've done it once in Jan, and I was so done. I made sure that I will not enter Gwalior till Diwali. So yeah, I am sitting in August right now. From Jan, again my storage, but I was saying from Jan I haven't gone to Gwalior. So ठीक है. So I wanted to stay in Pune only, and I did not want to go to a Mumbai or a Delhi, because I wanted to just finish the places in Pune ek baar before I can like go to the place that I actually want to work in the future. Okay, so I did it in this firm, JCSS. Amazing experience. It was a full corporate. I was interning with people who were in their 5th and 4th year. They were much experienced and they knew the law better. They knew how to research and draft better. They knew how to use Excel. They knew how to use Teams, which I did not. And the associates did have a tough time explaining everything to me, but I was there all the time, and I was very willing to learn, and I was willing to stay overtime and sit and do the work and work shoulder to shoulder with my co-interns, and I think that worked out for me. If you're willing to learn, and if you ask questions, and if you're polite, I don't think even the most tough associates would give you a tough time. If you're humble enough to accept that you're wrong, and humble enough to learn and listen, and because they're on a very very tight time crunch, okay, and you coming and taking like a class from them is not helping at all. But because you need to do what you need to do, you need to learn, you need to go and ask them bar ki, sir, ma'am, please, I'm not able to understand that. I've never worked with this act before. Could you please give me something more than just the facts, so I have some direction to research on this? Okay, so I worked on very vast areas of law. I worked on RBI, I worked on Payment Aggregators Act, I worked on a case in which this guy was working from home from New Zealand, and then there was this whole compliance thing. Then I assisted my co-interns for a I think compliance thing, and I worked on a lot of things, and I think it was extremely vast, and the associates were very patient with me, and they understood that I was in my third year, and this was like my first real internship, that to corporate. So they were very very calm, and my co-interns were superb, and I never felt like horrible in that place at all. It was an amazing experience, and I'm extremely grateful for it. Yeah, it was amazing, and I worked one whole month there, and I do not regret anything, even though I messed up a lot. But I learned a lot, and I have like such a clear view. And if you want to know more about what acts I worked on, then just go to my LinkedIn. Just see my LinkedIn. The certificate says what I've worked with, and my post caption also says what I've worked with. Then in July, I interned at this firm. It was a litigation firm called Jadhav Associates, in which a lot of people from my college go and intern there. So over there I worked with cases. So I had worked with case files before, but I have learned a lot of new things over here, because the manager again here, and the senior associates, junior associate, who takes care of all the interns, she took care of me like a lot, and she taught me, made me sit and teach me a lot of things, even though she was under even more stress than what she would be in a corporate, because litigation is very pressing and you have to go and say the arguments yourself. So yeah, so she taught me a lot, and she explained to me how litigation works, and how case files work, and how you're supposed to treat the case file from behind and not from the front, and all these small things I've learned there. And over there also I had good co-interns, and yeah, good experience. I worked there for like 3 weeks, 22 days, and also a good mix of having corporate and litigation. So that was it. That was my internship so far. I've done 3 real internships by now, and like 2 just to like get the environment and get the hang of it. Now in August I have to start applying to more people, more firms, and I think this time I'm going to work under like a senior advocate again, because I've done corporate this year, this sem. So let's see. I'll apply and have to cold email and have to talk to the HR again. It's a whole process, but that's what gets you your internship, because my other friends also applied to this firm, but they did not get in, because they just said that we don't take in 3rd and 4th years. But if you really speak to the HR, I think you have a chance. So get that bread is what I would like to say. I am going to leave you with that information. Oh, also the Chashma Hall, I'll do it. I'll record it as well. But yeah, that is it. Right now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm the co-head of a small niche entrepreneurship cell in my college, and we have the interviews going in. So basically I had to pitch for my cell and say what we do, and then now we have the interviews going on. We had like around 60 applications. Okay, my storage is really giving me a tough time now, so that is it. I'm just saying that we have our interviews going on. I have to go and get dressed and interview people, which is amazing, and I'm going to talk about it again, and it's such an amazing experience, and I'm so happy, I'm so grateful for it. I'm learning so much about myself interviewing other people, and we have such a good bunch of applicants, and they're all lovely, and we can't wait to do bigger and better things with our cell. We have so many things planned. Anyways, that is it. I will also insert a few clips that I had taken while I was interning, if you want, so you can watch them. But this was it. Yeah, that is it. I will also insert my Chashma Hall in this video. Okay, bye. Also, I was just editing and I forgot to add that litigation, when you don't speak the language, is quite hard. So when I was interning at the Madras High Court, it was good because the proceedings were in English, but the problem was that I did not know Tamil, and because of that I cannot practice that properly, because it's just preferable that you know the language, because you can work with the ground staff better, and the FIR etc is in Tamil and the native language. But regardless, I have seen a lot of advocates who don't know the language also work. Similarly in Pune, because it was a litigation firm, half of the stuff was in Marathi. It was a little tough, but that is one thing that you should consider. Other than that, it's fine. And when I was working in the litigation in Gwalior also, even though it was Hindi, and I know Hindi fluently and I can read and write properly pura, but it was tough Hindi, so I needed to use translate for Hindi also. So that is one thing that you should consider, because if you're a native language speaker, you do have an advantage, is what I understand. At least your team should know how to speak in Marathi properly. Bas. I'm just scared that they'll think I'm full-time eating. But you're unpaid. Technically, this is the first time that I'm eating over here. Wow. It's going to go on my vlog. कैसा reaction था?
मैं खा रही हूँ लिखना फिर मैं खा रही हूँ आई एम वेल फेड
I'm तो eating that. ये associates के लिए बना था. Look at this shameless. मैं डर के रह रही हूँ यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा ऐसे.
That's the difference between a third year वाला student and a fifth year वाला student.
And this guy was locked in, and he said, "I'm not going to go to the pantry. I'm going to study. I'm going to get full marks." And he was locked in. And then me and Asta came, but then I texted that we're having Maggie, so he came with a fork.
Such a lazy person. See.
That just shows priorities. So it is 6:45 and I'm already on my way home. Today we were left early because there was no much work, and it is a Wednesday. It is my last Wednesday. On Monday is my last working day. So I was just having some thoughts of I was just reflecting on my 1 month here, and it was a proper corporate LLP consulting firm. That corporate job that everyone wants in this law school that I study at. It was like the entry point to those corporate firms. It's not tier 1, it's not tier 2, but it is fully functioning corporate M&A and all that jazz. I was the youngest there. I was the most inexperienced there, but then the work that came my way, sometimes I was not able to do it the best. But when I felt bad about all that, I always reminded myself that I might be the most inexperienced in the room, but at least I'm in the room. And I'm very happy that I bagged this internship, and it was such an eye-opening experience, and I've worked very hard here, and I've made some great friends and some great mentors who've literally taught me everything from starting from merging cells on Excel. I didn't even know that much. Like, it's embarrassing, but it's the truth that not know how to use Excel till a month ago properly, and today I am decent that if I go to a tier 1 firm, I won't delete their entire database down. But do I see myself? It's too early to answer this shit, but I know. But it's just in your heart that you determine. I think the autocorrect thinks that I'm crazy. सीधा वाला जो एयरपोर्ट के पास से सिम्बोसिस हो. So it's just something that you feel in your heart that you cannot keep doing this for the rest of your life, not building your own legacy, working so hard for someone else's success. And not even just that, it is just working hard in a field that you don't even find purpose or leverage or anything of that. Like you don't see yourself making a difference in this field. I don't know. I think I'm too. Even if I'm too early to comment on this right now, I feel it in my heart that I'm not made for this. So I'll explain later why I have a call coming from my cousin. So I was just saying that I am 19. Okay, if I come from a family where no one has ever done a job, everyone has worked 24/7, but to make their own legacy, including my dadu, my nanu, my dadu, my papa, all these men that I'm surrounded with, everyone, my bade papa, my chachu, everyone is trying to build their own name, have built their own name, have built their own legacy, and if at 19 I become coy, restrict myself to my cubicle, and just try to get better at doing M&A or banking, which makes you money relatively in this field, लानत है भाई मुझ पर. Like, I'll explain this elaborately or my experience, but this is what I feel. Hey, ईश्वर भाई ये पूरे के लोग consistent. But now I'm going to the office. I'm running 5 minutes late, but yeah. Today actually, in our office we have a yoga day thing. So like the last hour of work, we're supposed to change into our yoga clothes and do yoga. Oh, why is my hair all over the place? Anyways, but yeah, that is what is happening. I'm going to get to the office, get some work done, and then I'm carrying a change of clothes. So yeah. And yesterday I went out. So guys, it's been a month since I've been working in a corporate. I've been interning, and I have made day in my life for my Instagram, but I haven't made a video for my YouTube. And today is literally my last day. So come with me. I woke up, I made some eggs and one egg actually and a toast. And I was supposed to wake up early, but I did not. And it's okay. I'm going to work out in the night instead. Once I'm back, come with me. Auto is coming, and then we'll go say hi to my co-interns, and then we'll distribute chocolates for like everyone for being so nice and so patient with me. Yeah, and it was a good experience, really good experience. And yeah, let's go. We're running a little late, but let's go. Guys, this is my last lunch. How are you feeling?
Very happy.
Are you happy, bro? No, there's no reason to be happy. Oh, because you're leaving. Oh, I'm fucking overjoyed, bro. It's the best day.
My last day as an intern at my first corporate consultancy firm is over. I started with this shirt, I'm ending with this shirt, and I did not vlog because I was having so much fun, but I will tell you all about it once I get home. But I'm so grateful for this whole experience. Don't look locked in. You're supposed to look like you're processing. You see this? I'm processing. फ्रेंड्स, मुझे थोड़ा सा लेट हो रहा है, तो मुझे चश्मा और नेक्स्ट वीडियो में करने का अवसर दें. ओके, बाय. आई होप यू लाइक्ड इट. प्लीज़ लाइक, कमेंट, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब एंड ऑल दैट जैज़. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग ए 30-minute video. Love you.